Good evening, everyone. Welcome into Flying with Mike one more time again. Pratt PT6, welcome aboard. Hey, we're in Havana. Second time now here. First time yesterday. Second time out of here back to Miami. That's right, Havana to Miami in the LevelUp 737NG. Hope y'all enjoy the flight. We're sitting in spot 12R. There's actually two spots here, and I'm not sure how or why, or if they put the heavier planes in the other one or what. But hey, we're here, and I hope you enjoy the flight back to Miami. All right, let's crawl up into the cockpit and see what kind of damage we can do. All right, as you can see, we have a 737 cockpit here. I believe, my opinion, and for what it's worth, this beats PMDG hands down in a whole lot of ways. Between this and Zibo, you have the two best 737s, in my opinion, out there for you to enjoy. You got to get past the price tag, though. That's the part that's always the hardest to swallow, because it's free. PMDG, while not, is a good sim, don't get me wrong. But Zibo and LevelUp, I think, offer a much better flight program, sound program. In LevelUp is, well, you're going to hear it today. Hope you enjoy it. So, but it is free. All you got to do is have a copy of X-Plane 12. So, hope you enjoy, and sit back and relax as we get going to Miami. All right, let's get some Toolkit up here real quick. Take a look at our flight. That kind of looks like last night. Little storms here, some storms there, and there's Miami. All right, loadout, however, is a whole lot different. About 172 people won out of Cuba. Why? I don't know, but we're hauling them out. 9,400 pounds of cargo / bags. Must be taking everything and the kitchen sink. The game plan right now is runway 6. Landing runway 9, and I do know Miami VATSIM prefers runway 9. As much as we'd love to tell them, we'd like to go on 8 right, it's a lot closer to our gates. Yeah, they don't care. And I get it, it's a lot easier for traffic funneling and all. You put your arrivals down there, your departures up there, and everyone should be happy. It never happens. But anyway, EPM for Alpha departure, Maxim onto the Sandbar 3. So I hope you all enjoy this flight. Weather, well, you're down south. What do you expect? Winds out of the southeast, 210 at 3. Scattered, 3,000. I mean, beautiful day out of here. 24 degrees, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Beautiful day out of Cuba. And it's not much different up there, about 90 to 100 mile difference. Except the winds are out of the northeast at 110 degrees, 11 knots. However, temperatures didn't change much. So, we'll just kind of play it by ear. Currently, which is weird, they're giving a departure only ATIS. Guess the guy didn't have time for the arrival side of the house. So maybe he would funnel us over there. Well, we'll still stick with our runway 9. I always love the birds in the vicinity of Miami. Yeah, okay. To read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise we have Sierra. So beautiful flight entailed. There was somebody here, but I think he or she just departed. So let's get our butts in gear and head the same way. All right, so we've got, let's get some noisemakers going here for y'all. You love them. Here they come. Haven't figured these out yet, but hey, they're always good to check. At least once or twice a day. All right, passenger oxygen normal, looks good on there. EECs are on. Reversers are not lit up, so they should be closed. Landing gear lights are lit, all three down and locked. Dome and service phones off. And devices and ELT set. Going to align, 6 minutes to go. Waiting for align, and then we'll go to nav. Believe me, you'll know if you didn't go to nav. We'll explain it when we get there. All right, 6 minutes to go, so let's drop down to the middle. We're just making sure everything's in the basic setup. Fuel pumps are off. Ground power set on our AC/DC switch. We're on ground power and working our way down through the list. Hydraulics or electrics off, engines in the on position, anti-ice off, as is the probe heat, window heats on, forward entries open, jetways to the plane, and trim air and isolation valves are in the open position. 25,000 is the intended height of the flight. We'll set the pressure to 26, 50 feet, and the lights down here are good. All right, let's go, and you know what? I'm going to fire up that APU. While that's getting to work, we're going to click here, here, and put in MUHA, Mike Uniform Hotel Alpha. Next page. Now, if you do not see these boxes when you do this, position a knit after that, go up to your IRS and turn them to nav, and they'll show up. All right, APU still spooling up. All right, we're 100% cargo, 100% there. And as soon as we get the flight loaded with peoples, we'll get the get the route in. We'll start the people. We'll get it right. We're waiting for the blue light here saying the gen's ready. Okay, let's get down here. We're going to go to the next step. Request the flight plan. Take your time through here, folks. If you hurry, you miss something. And if you watched our flight to Bliss, you'll see what happens. Okay, that looks good. All right, we'll just verify our departure now. Okay, no ATC. We'll do 210 at 3. All right, because of the 3 knots, we'll keep it as is. So we'll go runway 6, EPUM 4 Alpha, Maxim, right? Execute. Legs, real quick, we're just gonna check them out here. Almit, Empire, where is Empire Maxim? And then, okay, there's the sandbox, which we haven't verified yet. Okay, so let's go there. All right, for Miami, we'll bring in good old charts so you all can see the thought process going into this. Okay, currently, oh, wait a minute, do we have 2? Hey, look, somebody came up with an arrival. How about that? It's because there isn't enough lines. That's why I'm pretty sure. But anyway, approach being conducted parallels, 8 right, 9, RNAV or GPS. All right, ILS for 8 right or 9, runway 8 left is available if you so dare and choose. All right, cool. Let's go to the approaches available. I think the RNAV is no different. Yeah, it's L leg. So why not just do the ILS? Add it. And what it did is it did just exactly that. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to look for the ILS runway 9er. L leg. Excuse me, sandbar 3. Maxim. Execute. Legs. One more time through them. Alma, okay. Whoa. Back up. Back that truck up. Okay, we were at Maxim, J-Box, Slit, Conic, Pamper, and Sandbar. Okay, next page. We're not gonna check over here. Halsum, Moray, it's a Moray. LL leg, Grit, Innis, and a runway, and then I think we go out to Virginia Key. It is. Looks good to me. All right, let's do the position in it, and what we're going to do here is get the passengers boarding. We're going to hit the passenger chime. And then we'll proceed. I hope y'all have had a great week. It is, I know, Thursday, Friday Eve, still here in the States, Friday, most other places. I really hope you have a safe and a wonderful week ahead of you. Second weekend of 2026, the end of our first full week. So I hope you've all had a great new year. We're about to get hit with a quick line of thunderstorms here, but we're going to do our best to keep going here. All right, so let's get back down here. The peoples are arriving. Let's request. I do not yet know what I did wrong, but I did do something wrong to prevent us from getting our N1 data put in, which prevented us from our takeoff data. And I'm thinking it's right there. I did not load this page up. All right, so our reserve for the day is 6,000, and good old Mickey World is the alternate. If you're not familiar with that term, Orlando. Okay, let's see. 6, okay, 25 looks good there. Winds look good. Everything, transition, altitude. Oh, no, clear. And N1. This is what it should look like. Ours had squares in all of these. That's why I knew. Yours truly screwed up somewhere. You know, but he still was able to fly the plane. So, you know, company was happy. They made money on the flight. All right, game plan. Flaps 5, takeoff, and 57 degrees for a select. This is a long runway. I'm shocked. What is it? 13,000 feet. We have to go full power? Wow. Must be something with the temperatures. All right, and they're saying we're going to climb out at climb 2. Let's go to the next page. Click the CG. I go to the next one, and you all most likely don't. And that's not a problem. I just like taking it that next step. All right, click and slope. You can get that from SimBrief. I'm sorry, Sim Toolkit. If you click the right one there, Captain. Oh, we have no slope. And a lot of times that's what it is. There are many airports though that do, so just put a U 0.0 backslash. Heading 060 for runway 6. That's not tough. And we got a dry runway 26. Everything looks good. Now click next page, put your flaps in. Our numbers probably will be different. We're going to go with 147 for V1. 149 for the rotate speed. And 156 V2. Okay, the difference comes in according to SimBrief. Now, I do not know real world policy on this, other than if this is what you're handed, that's what you fly. Unless you find safety issues in it, obviously. But where the discrepancy truly comes with SimBrief and the real aircraft, I don't know. All right, and we're ready to go. Let's put that on legs. We're just kind of waiting on the 60% of the people to get their little butts on the plane. Thought y'all wanted out of here. All right, well, oh, you all didn't get to see most of that. Sorry about that. My bad. Dang it. So, we're just waiting here for the peoples to get on our plane. And while they're doing that, we've got our route in altimeter. Altimeter here is 1018. Okay, let's go with 400. By the way, I knew that was going to happen overshoot. All right, there we go. APU bleed. Oh, okay, so we're flight directors. Let's get in here to the middle while we wait. Flight directors are both on. Speed will be 162. I use V1 plus 10. We said 060 for the runway. And just on the outside chance we get ATC, not showing a top altitude. All right, so we'll take her up to 25,000. Okay, landing gears down, 3 green. Pushing down throttles. Takeoff configuration good. Spoilers down, flaps up. We park on parkways. I'm sorry, we drive on parkways and park on driveways. And anyway, got that all wrong. That was a bad joke. Wah, wah. Supposed to be we drive on parkways and park on driveways. But anyway. Welcome to the English language. Parking brake set, stay trim good, fuel selectors in cutoff. We are ready to rock it and roll it. We are not in CTAF territory, so we'll stay here. Just getting myself up on VATSIM. I really was torn. Do I really want to fly it? But I thought, you know, why not? Someone's under my flight plan? What? That's sad. Let's, who's being mean out there? Huh. I wonder whom thou is. Well, VATSIM just came down, so. Albeit tower's still up. Oh, that's why we have an arrival now. Okay, tower's up, but. Alright, well, you know what? Since somebody has my flight plan in play, guess what? We'll try one more time, and if it balks at me, which it did, I ain't gonna worry about it. This will be one of the rare times I don't fly on VATSIM. Kind of curious. Hang on. If it's with this airline. I would say probably not. What is it? 4-3? Yeah. Yeah, this flight doesn't continue on. So somebody's flying with their pilot ID. Oh well, it is what it is. I am not losing sleep or time over it. Well, actually I am, because oh, we reached 100%. I didn't hear her say we're ready to go. She hadn't closed our door yet.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Take care of before we depart. Still pretty close to right on schedule today. Should be just a few more minutes. Maintenance will wrap up and hand us our logbook, and we'll be on our way. Thanks for your patience.
All right, y'all ready to go? Let's get over here and click. Oh, first off, get up here. Verify. We are on.
Ground to cockpit. Please, show me where you want to go.
I want to go home.
Ground to cockpit. Tau is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tau connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Oh, I just found my counterpart. He is en route as well, except he's not with the airline. Oh well, let's get going.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by. tower is disconnected and bypass beam has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
All right, thank you, sir. And also, by the way, this is a free program too, this free pushback we did. The default that comes with X-Plane is pretty good. This one is, as it says, better pushback. And thanks for the applause there, Pratt PT6. All right, we're ready. From what I've heard, now I can't verify this now, when you get the thumbs up with the pins from the guy from the tug, you're safe to begin putting your flaps into takeoff position, moving your surfaces. People should be away from the plane. Don't know if it's true, but it kind of makes sense. So we'll see how, you know, what the reality is of that. Okay, engines are on. Okay, we're on Gen 2. Probe heat's on. Yaw dampers on. We don't need anti-ice to Florida. Going north, we might. Although it's been pretty nice out here on the East Coast. Yeah, don't worry. 15th's coming. Let's see. Isolation valve back. And APU close. Okay, flaps are set. RTO. And all right, we'll just do a couple things here so we don't forget. Continues. Let me go here. Nav. VNav. We forgot to do that last flight. All right, Havana. Oh, we don't have ATC. Ha 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 ha. Well, we could have. I could have fired it up. But yeah, we are not running with VATSIM today. There is some dastardly person out there knew I was going to fly and took my call sign. That's okay. You know, we've flown a lot here lately, and not being on it, I think we can live. He can enjoy the call sign for as long as he'd like. The old days when we flew, a call sign was our pilot ID. That goes back. That most VAs no longer do that. Some of the older ones still do, but yeah. And there are procedures I could do. You know, there are things that are doable. I'm just not going to. It's not needed. Not for such a short flight. Oh, did you see that? Ooh, the cloud's growing and growing and growing. Right before our eyes. All right, so we got flaps 5, RNAV, VNav set. Let's get our transponder set. We also like to forget that thing too. The radar and terrain. We're ready for takeoff. Just gonna do our verifying here. Auto brakes set. Runway turn-off lights are set. We'll get the landing lights, ATC, TCAS set. Even though we won't see anything, VNav, RNav, or VNav, or LNav set. Low cam. About to be blank. Oh, we do have 2 more steps we'll do at the end of the runway before takeoff. All right. So again, I hope y'all are enjoying. We are flying from Havana, Cuba, to Miami. It's the I was thinking maybe tomorrow of doing this with American to another one of the hubs, but they don't fly that to the hubs, just Miami. So, sorry Dallas, sorry Charlotte, Philly, LA. Well, LA would have gone through Dallas anyway, but anyway, yeah, that was a bummer. So, it just goes between Miami, Havana, Havana, Miami. One of those, get the plane out of the spot so we can put another one in there, so when it gets back it'll be okay. Uh-oh, birds. Who brought these birds here? Hit the foghorn. Now the cool thing is, if I had failures on, yeah, could they be sucked in? Yep. Havana Tower, American 243, would you alert airfield mate? Oh, did he hit my plane? Did he leave a mark? We got birds out here. Lucky bird you didn't leave a mark on my nice clean airplane. Now the fun thing is, will we see him on takeoff? Alright, I want to do a surface check when we get to the end of the runway here. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Okay, we'll go with that. That's a good layer. First thing I want to do... Boy, it's been so long. Can I remember this? Okay, that's not it. I don't know if it was this airplane or not. Dang it. Oh well, what I was going to try and do and see if that gate feature worked. No, we go to D-Link. May not work in Level Up now that I think about it. Okay, we're not going to mess with it. Okay, but we are going to mess with making sure we have the flight controls working. Okay, I'm seeing 525. Close enough. All right, Havana Tower, American 243, ready to go. Runway 6. Roger, clear for takeoff. Runway 6, runway heading. American 243. Continues, VNAV, LNAV, clear, and we're ready to go. Flaps 5. Okay, auto throttle to arm.
Knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. And Havana traffic, American 243 out of the area.
Flaps up, gears up. Okay, final checks here. Auto brakes off, flaps or landing gear lever off, engine start set, and transition. Okay, we're on our way up. Hope you enjoy, and welcome aboard. American Flight 243 with service from Havana to Miami. Hope you all are enjoying the sounds. I'm going to turn them down here a second. I know you want them back. Okay, we are on our way. You know, I'd really love to hear from X-Plane as to where they get their weather. Because it never matched. Well, granted, now, right now, we were close to the 10:30 departure. Actually, we got out really early. But anyway, so I get it, that will be different. But when I fly real world weather, why is it not real world? What it is right now, regardless of what my clock says. I didn't set it to, I guess I got to ask them that, but I don't know how to and where to and all of that, because the community help, I find, only helps some of the community, not everybody. Or at least I seem to get missed a lot or locked out, and I don't know why. Maybe because they don't want to answer. Who knows? But I'm not going to go any further than that, because I get it, you're volunteers, I get it and all, but it does seem a little hanky. But anyway, Just kind of curious, because Saitek had us flying through rain, showers and thunderstorms to our left. Are they out there? No. Let's look this way. Prepare your ear. Hang on, I'm going to help you out. For a second, I'm like, where'd the airplane come from? I'm not on VATSIM. Yeah, there should be storms over there, and there aren't. It's clouds, but that's as close as it gets. Trying to be nice, give you all that lovely engine noise. All right, let's quick look ahead. Sandbar. We need to be between 25 and 30 at Conchick, C-O-N-C-K. We'll be at 25,000, so guess what? That's not a factor. Pamper, 23,000 or higher. And we're going for runway 9. Hustle at 11 to 13 and 4,000 a leg. So, anyway, glad to have y'all aboard. According to the timekeeper up there, we're about 40 minutes out of Miami. So we'll see how that comes to be. All right, so what's new with y'all? We'd love to hear what's going on in your life, who you are, what you, you know, we'd love to learn some things about those that come aboard. So, you know, speak now or forever hold your truth. No, seriously, speak whenever. But I've been in the flight sim industry since about 1999, 2000 time frame. Yeah, that's a quarter of a century for those following. Seen a lot, been through, I think FS 90, or yeah, 98, but I might have started with 2000, 2002, 2004, FSX. That's where my world diverged to X-plane. A lot of stuff I'm not gonna go into here. Just to say, don't really hold your, if you hold your breath thinking I'm gonna come to Microsoft, what would you like on your tombstone? Is it pepperoni and cheese, or do you have a saying you prefer? Because it's not gonna happen. I'm pretty adamant about it. There have been past streams where I've talked about it. Just don't feel in the short time we have it's appropriate. In the year 2020, I'll just give you a quick synopsis. Watched several streamers. This is my first introduction to what streaming was.
1,000 to go.
And what I saw sucked. For the amount of money they wanted you to shell out, it was horrible. And a friend of mine, Hawker125, who now streams, kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And I finally pulled, well, I had to get a new computer, so I went ahead and put X-Plane 12 on it. And I haven't gone back. Prior to that, yeah, my mind was thinking, yeah, I might make the jump after watching those videos. You guys did it. I just thought, what a crappy sim for that amount of money. And I found out what a better sim X-Plane is in the world of flying dynamics. And I stuck it out. And then lo and behold, I found this thing called Zibo. It is PMDG, but better. And it was free. And then I found a couple of other big products. Like right now I don't use them because that was X-Plane 11. So I've forgotten what they were, but they were free. Better Pushback's free. I'm like, holy crap, we pay arms and legs, and your neighbor's 10 doors down's arms and legs because you've used everyone else's up. And I was sold. And that's part of the reason I won't go back. And there are other. Eye candy's one thing, but when your sim looks so dreadful, performs so dreadful to so many people I watched, why would you think of wasting that much money? So that's why I didn't go. And that's a quick overview. There's a whole lot more to that story. Or as Paul Harvey would say, the rest of the story will not be told here. So I also started streaming in 2020. And oh, it's been rocky from day one to today. And but you know, I enjoy coming on, interfacing, having fun, chatting with y'all, and hoping y'all learn some things, see some things, and I, you know, hope to maybe inspire some. And I know one, maybe two or three who have actually gone on and got their real world, like I have, private pilot's license. I would have loved to have gone on, but so is life. And so that's my story in about 5 minutes. Anyone else care to share? Feel free. I'm on Discord. You can also try to keep your chat short, otherwise you'll get ratted out by our mod. All right, we are now on the sandbar tree arrival. Okay, so we'll just hang out at 25,000 here for a little longer. And at Conic here, we'll begin our descent to 23,000. Actually, the big numbers, well, you know, yeah, we need to be at or above. Matter of fact, we might just do it at Pamper. Alright, so bear with me if I do miss anything that comes in. I'm not going to turn my phone on for an hour flight for the chat. So, but I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to take a look to see if the thunderstorms already blew through here, because we had some pretty nasty winds there for a few seconds. Nope. Not certain, though. We will. Well, we could. I don't know. Not at that trajectory. Would be these down here. Alright, so it looks pretty decent. Yeah, what a winter. You know, if you want to talk about what a winter so far here in the U.S., especially here where I live in St. Louis. Wow. I mean, Christmas was in the 60s. We were, I believe, those that live around here can fact check me. I thought we hit 60 today, or were in them, before the thunderstorms. But wow, what a so far winter. Oh, we had our little spout in the beginning, but oh, I thought I got it. Hang on. There we go. But wow, what a winter so far. Kind of makes you wonder what's the second half going to be like. But I know for folks in Alaska, holy mackerel, what you've been through. I think they're going, I don't know if I like winter up here. Oh my goodness. Especially like Juneau. What, 7 or 8 ships sunk because of how much snow they've got. It's 20 below zero in Fairbanks, which, you know, we all say, well, that's where it's supposed to be. It's still cold. Oh, man. And we all know it'll eventually find its way down here. But, wow, what a winter we've had so far. I know folks north of us here in St. Louis say, well, y'all wouldn't know. We'll just say it, Chicago. You know, you've had winter. We have somehow dodged it, which now heads to wonder, what does spring and summer have in store for St. Louis? We went into winter low on water, low on rain numbers per month, not for the year. And makes you wonder, are we slipping towards a drought here? So we'll see. Time will tell. I lived through a couple of big droughts here in the Midwest in the 80s. Whew, they were mean. Haven't seen them in a while. But, or of that ferocity. Boy, they were bad. I mean, when I lived out in Ohio for 1 or 2 years during that time frame, late 80s, early 90s, creeks and streams we knew always had water. They were dry. And I know you guys out in California already, don't even say it, I already know. Yeah, you've all had it really bad. Now you have it really bad with all this rain. And I mean, all you got to do is look at Lake Mead to kind of get a gauge on the whole area. So, and then my folks out east are saying, what is this thing called winter? We haven't had it in so many years. It's back with a vengeance. So hopefully not too bad for them. So they've already have enough troubles. They don't need to deal with a bad winter on top of it. So anyway, so how's your winter been so far? We're oddly enough only about 15-20 days into winter. Many of us have already had a lot of winter prior to the actual quote solstice date for winter. So we just kind of keep going. We are at Clink. Let me check it. Commander Clink here says, oh, we're at flight level 250, so we're where we need to be. Let's drop down here and see what 20 miles will go for top of descent. Let's just do a quick check. Forecast 18, request. And we'll see if we can get our winds to load. All right, we are gonna get winds again. Awesome. Execute. All right, so we're looking at 15 miles. Don't really want to get lower than 23 yet. Kind of just gently nudge her down. All right, hopefully that will help keep the speed alive here as we're cruising along at 25,000. The seatbelt sign is not on yet. All right, we're going to hold 23,000 just a little bit. We need to be at or above 11,000, but lower than 13 in about 38 miles after Pamper. So once we start that turn, if this was Airbus, I wouldn't be overly concerned, but I do get concerned in this plane a little bit.
1,000 to go.
Okay, we got a good descent started. All right. Go brakes 2. All right, we are inbound to Miami. Hope y'all enjoyed. This is a fun flight. You ever get a chance? This is, if you're one of those looking for a nice short hop, Miami to Havana. Who'd have thought? Miami to Nassau. Who'd have thought? These are some great flights. Here's even one that'll blow your mind away. Miami to Orlando. Even Miami, Tampa, Miami, Fort Myers. All of these are served by their mainline aircraft. So that's all you fly, like I do. I don't really get into the RJ scene anymore. I find them sometimes a bit too tricky. And hang on a second, we're going to get our, what are we looking at? 3012. Excuse me. Start our minimums at 200, 30, 12. Now that's one thing I do like about the 737. You can preset this. So within 100 feet, you can just click standard and boom, you're at it. Other aircraft, you know, you got to dial it, you know, okay, whoopee. But, it's still, you know, nice to just click because, you know, you never know when things are going to get really hopping. All right, 10-9, okay. I need 17-10. Okay, and 92, correct? He beat me to it. That's the cool thing too. Some of those announcements occur without you having to do anything. So that's pretty cool in my book. All right, let's get our card set up. Okay, 151. They got us brakes one using nearly 8,000 feet. We're gonna go with 3. That's right, we're not supposed to be faster than 280 here.
Thousand to go.
Roger, continuing to 4,000. American 243.
1,000 to go.
All right, we are getting in there. Let's go ahead and tighten that up. After Moray, we'll put in the ILS and prepare for it. At 4,000, we'll slow to 210 and should be direct grid. $3,000 at grid. So hope you've enjoyed the flight. Would have loved to have heard who you are, where you're from, and would have also loved your flight simming stories. You know, how long you've been in this. So we'll try to be online again tomorrow at our normal time, 11 o'clock Central U.S. time. That's 1700 Zulu for the rest of you to do your math. Got to keep you up to date on math, folks. You'd be shocked what you use math for. Check out my Discord channel. You'd find out. Okay, 110-90092, 24 miles out. And if you're curious, we're flying for American Virtual American. It's part of Fusion Airline group. Group of several airlines, Piedmont Virtual and Virtual American. And I'm gonna put a warning out there before I put the site up there. Read all read everything, because they operate pretty as real as it can get. Okay,
1,000 to go.
slowing to 210. Lights. Okay, here we go. Localizer and glide slope up. All right, here we go. If I get a little distant, folks, we're getting ready to bring it in for a landing. Miami traffic, American 243, LEG, inbound runway 9 ILS. Spoilers armed. Okay, runway's in sight. By the way, if you're not sure, there it is, right there. Okay, flaps 30, brakes set for 2, landing gear down, 3 green, flaps 30, spoilers armed, cleared to land. Roger, cleared to land, American 243.
Feet stabilised. Mr. Approach altitude, sir.
Approaching minimums.
Light slow. Light slow.
200. Minimum.
Knots.
Alright, since we didn't have the ability to find out on the way. D30. You sunk my battleship. Okay, so we'll head up here to November, and then we'll head in either it's 7 or 8 off of November. So, hope y'all enjoyed the flight. Hope you got predictions in. I do not know who won. I wish there was a way to put that up so it... I mean, I know of one way that it'll come up on the screen, but as to who won is what I'd be more interested in. All right, sorry about that, folks. Welcome in. We are in Miami from Havana. Hope you enjoyed. That really was kind of a fun flight. Something to kind of put in the back of our mind here. But yeah, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed. All right, let's get into the all-important what did we do kind of thing. Not going to lie to you, I don't think we're going to get a stable approach out of Virtual American. But we got 238 feet per minute. We'll take that. Hang on a second. I got something new with them I'm trying out. Hey, there's this crazy guy flying with Mike that got on the board here. Wow. All right, well, let's take a look real quick. I'm kind of curious, so. We got the stable approach. Okay, I knew we were real close to the 1,000 feet a minute mark that they set. Yeah, we did good. Wow. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right, so that takes care of the virtual airline side of the house. Now, let's go see what Elevatech got us at. After we do something here. We'll go there. Okay, so we departed gate 12L, landed into Delta 30. And let's see here. We got to complete the flight. Go to flights, pull it up. And they got us at 240, 134 knots, 1.4 Gs. I'll take it. I'm going to zoom in, even though Sim Toolkit will be real good at telling us. At least 15, 2,000, 21, 2,200 feet down the runway. Very close to the center line. Yeah, we had a kind of a flat approach from about here, maybe a little further out. But overall, it was a really, really fun time. That was enjoyable. And you know what? Right there's the goal. That's the goal of flight simming. Those of you on the fence, not sure, do I want to do this? If you love aviation, you want to do this, but that's what you strive for. It's all about having fun, folks. If you're not having fun, one, you're doing something wrong. So enjoy. We're here to relax. We're not doing this as a job. Too many people think it is. And believe me, I'd love to. I've got like 12,000, 13,000 hours on VATSIM. Ooh, would I love to get paid for those. At today's rates, ooh, even at today's minimum wage, I'll take it. I probably wouldn't have to have a job. Oh. At pilot rates, woo. Definitely wouldn't have to have a job. All right, so we flew for an hour and 7 minutes, 204 and 2,300 kilograms of go-go juice. 1.4 on the G's, 232. Hey, that's a good, you know, Sim Toolkit has a habit of being a little rougher on us than the other one. And today's not so. Today they are really nice with us. We 2,200 feet down the runway, 4 feet off the center line. That, folks, is what you're supposed to do. And have fun at it at the same time. And then learn from your numbers, which right here is telling me the nose was up. We had a little bit of trying to keep her on that center. And boy, we hammered out a good landing. And if they still had their copy on them, shame on them, because it's on them. No. So anyway, we had a fun time. I hope you did too. That's all we've got time for tonight. Like I said, I don't know yet what. I've got a couple ideas. We had a bad Monday from internet issues, the flight sim crashing. We just might try to refly that flight. Different airline, different setups. Or we may, you just don't know. I'm kind of torn right now. That, and I want to hear from the CEO, the wife, as to any plans that may have come up in the last 24 to 48 hours. But plan on us 11 o'clock Central U.S. time. And that equates to 1700 on the Zulu clock. So I hope y'all can join us. Love to see you. Love to interact again with y'all. It is a blast to fly with y'all. And God bless you all. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Those of you on Friday, you're getting close to the weekend, even closer than you think. So enjoy. Be safe. God bless. Stay warm for those of you where it is really cold. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great night.